Hello, my beautiful people. How are you doing? How is your day? How is your week? How is your month? How is everything? Hopefully, you're great and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, is all about how to rock this Brazilian wool hairstyle. And as usual, I'm going to take you step by step. But before that, this hairstyle you can style many ways and you can look so cute on it. So if you're my returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by. But if you're new to this family, you're welcome. My name is Glory Mtoi. And please, before you leave this channel, give this video a big thumb up, subscribe, and share with your loved one you wish they know how to do this hairstyle. So I used total of 4 packs or 4 rolls of Brazil wool, and I cut 16 inches long. So I go ahead and wrap the whole pack here and then I cut off. To make it easier for me to straighten this wool, I go ahead and divide again into 2. So if you work in small section, it will be easier for you to comb. You may either go ahead to use a comb or you may use a brush if you have. And then keep brushing until your wool becomes straight. So take your time because this process, you don't need to rush yourself. Take your time to do it slowly because the more you do it slowly, or the better results you will get. And then I turn again to other side, which I repeat exactly the same thing. Comb through slowly and make sure my wool is straightened. And this is how the wool look like. I go ahead and I use barbecue sticks. You may get them from local store suppliers. No specific amount how many strands I use. I just guess, but I think it's around maybe 6 or 7 strands. And then I wrap them on this barbecue stick. And I make sure I roll and wrap. Roll and wrap. Just like the way I demonstrate. And I keep going until the end of this wool. Another thing I forgot to mention earlier is before you start to wrap, make sure at least you pull one strand a little bit longer so that you get enough wool to secure the twist in the end. Hopefully this makes sense. So I keep roll and wrap, roll and wrap. You don't need to tie too tight, but make sure your hand is loose but not too loose. Roll and wrap, roll and wrap. So when I see like the amount of wool becomes small, I take my brush and then I brush again to make sure I pull all the wool, and I keep roll and wrap until the end. Then you have to make sure you secure it well because you don't want your twist to unravel before they become dry. Again, I go back to other side. I repeat exactly the same thing, roll and wrap. But in this side wasn't that good, so I keep brushing and roll, brushing and roll. As we know, when you pull wool a little bit, some of them they'll look like a little bit roughly, so you have to make sure you brush and wrap every time. So here's what I have. I go ahead and I add some leave-in conditioner. Someone is asking, why are you adding leave-in conditioner? When you're adding leave-in conditioner, no matter on wool or extension, it will be easier for you to split the wool without tangling. So go ahead and add any amount of leave-in conditioner. And then I put hot water and I make sure I leave my wool in hot water for about 3 to 5 minutes. I allow them to suck hot water well. I make sure all of them they got enough hot water. Then I take them out and I allow them to become dry 100%. So here is the next day. Just couple minutes after I wash my hair. I love to braid my hair when I wash because it's so easy for my scalp to feel itching. So I love to style my hair with very fresh hair. I go ahead and I part my hair and I use Sun gel. I've been using this gel for a while and it worked pretty good on my hair. So after I part, the first time I go ahead and I apply some hair wax, then I redo the lines again to get clean and neat sections. If you're wondering how can I see my back, I have two mirrors. One is small in front of me. You can see the brown handle in front of me, and I have another bigger one behind. So it's so easy for me to see my back through the front mirror. Here we go with the wool. I go ahead and I unravel my wool. As you can see, this couple twists I use when I start to braid wasn't 100% dry. It was around maybe 85% dry, but it was good for me to work with. So I unravel slowly, and this is how the wool look like. This is how the wool looks like. So I'll be using this wool as 2 strands, while the third one will be my natural hair. So here I'm going to do regular 3-way strands, while the third one is my natural hair. And I go ahead and start to do, I pick hair from right, left, center, right, left, center. I didn't braid much, and I start this because I don't want my hair to lose before time. That's why I start with 3-way strands. After that, I apply some more hair wax on my natural hair, and then I start to tuck in my natural hair. Make sure you tuck in your hair because once you do that, your style will last longer. And to avoid my hair to show out, the first 6 or 7 twists, I make sure I make it tight, just like the way we do regular twists. And then after I pass my hair, I start to do chain twists. How to do chain twists? Make sure it's very loose. It's like you're not doing twists, just like you're locking these twists together. Someone is asking, how can I know what side am I going to do this twist? Because once you do in wrong side, you're going to get passion twists. So if you're wondering like how can you know the side you're going is correct or wrong, every time before I braid, I make sure I try the twist first. I have braiding rack on my side. So before I start to braid, I make sure I put the twist there and I do the twist to know like which side am I going to get chain twist and which side I'm going to get passion twist. And then I will go with the side I will get chain twist because that's what I want. Let me demonstrate it one more time. Take down your twist. As you can see here, this twist is 100% dry. You can see the barbecue stick is 100% dry too. So again, I take that strand and I put them together and make sure the third strand will be my natural hair, sorry. And then I start to do regular twists. And I do that because I want my style to last longer. After you go like 7-10 steps, go ahead and apply more hair wax on your hair so that it will be easier for you to tuck in your hair. So all the right sides, I make sure the twist I'm going forward to get chain twists. And as I said, the first 5 or 6 twists, I make sure I do them tight, just like the way we do regular twists. And after that, I go ahead and do chain twist, very loose. I'm not twisting at all. I just take and put them on top of each other. And then I go until the end, take small tiny piece and wrap again on top to secure the ends. If you don't have enough tiny piece in the end, go ahead and add. You may either decide to add and then wrap it very tightly, just like the way we do locks, and then put them or put it on the palm. Make sure you wrap it and you're good to go. So as I said, this side I go forward, so it's impossible to this other side to go forward too. So this other side I will go backward. I hope the more you watch, you will understand more than explanation, because sometimes to explain how to braid it's a bit hard. Okay, I do regular 3-way twists 5 to 10 times by maximum, and then I take some hair wax, I put on my hair. I love to roll my hair because I realize once I roll, the hair will become very thin and it will be easier for me to tuck in my hair. So as you can see here, I'm not going backward, not like other side. And then I keep twisting, but actually I'm not twisting. I just put every twist on top of each other until the end, and then I secure. And then boom, boom, boom. This is the final look for today's video. You may call this hairstyle chain twists with Brazilian wool. And you may style this hairstyle so many ways, and this hair is so light. This is how the hair looks at the back. So guys, let me know, what do you think about this hairstyle? Will you rock it? You may style in so many ways. So guys, thank you so much for watching up to this time. I love you so much, and I will see you soon on my next video. Bye bye.